Morning everyone, I'm out here in New York. I'm about to do a little workout, so stay tuned. Perfect.
Over 2 billion people use social media worldwide, and many just want to share a video or photo from a perfect day.
You look like a whore in this picture. I hope you fall in the river.
Others just want to ruin it.
But this is the internet. People say things like that.
But then
That's me, Nicholas Thompson, posting a typical hateful comment to Instagram. Don't worry, everybody here knows I don't mean it.
I think it didn't get through.
I don't think it's come through. I just refreshed. I'll try
But
one
before
more
it
time.
reached the page, my nasty comment got zapped by a brand new Instagram feature. CBS News and Wired Magazine got an exclusive look at the groundbreaking technology.
So what I'm doing is I'm going out to Instagram, and for the first time, they're going to let somebody see the machine learning and artificial intelligence research that they've been using behind the comment filters.
I have a question. I mean, they can maybe make Instagram nice, right? But can they actually make people nice?
So that's a good question. Are they just trying to make Instagram better? Or are they trying to make the world better?
I think we're, as a world now, are looking at all these platforms and saying, like, what kinds of societies are we creating?
Is this like, aside from like the altruism, what's their business model here? Like, is it like, oh, it's nicer now, so more people are going to use Instagram and therefore more advertisers are going to do it?
Well, actually, you know what I bet you? And even if it's like implemented only at 1%, like advertisers will read it and be like, oh, I don't want to be on YouTube because I don't want to be next to beheadings and mean things. All right, thank you, everybody. Very helpful meeting. I'll report back from Palo Alto. So we're here at Instagram. Today we're going to talk with Kevin Systrom, the CEO, and we're going to ask why exactly he tried to reorient the platform this way and what he hopes will happen now.
Instagram launched in 2010 and was bought by Facebook 2 years later. Now, with over 700 million users, it's the third most popular social media app in the world.
Hey, Kevin, how are you?
Welcome to Instagram.
The first thing you notice walking into Instagram is a big photo booth, naturally, and a massive display where visitors can write and post comments, the old-fashioned way.
Most of these are quite nice. Don't stop believing, encore, you are loved.
You are beautiful. This heart and the one and the badge has become iconic for kindness on the platform.
But not everything is exactly loving and kind for Instagram users.
So I'm going to read some of the comments at Kevin's post.
Sure.
These are the comments. Suck, suck, me, suck. Can you make Instagram have auto scroll feature? You suck. Cuck, mim, stop the meme genocide, make Instagram great again.
It's a good example of how someone can get bullied, right?
Yeah.
Imagine you're, someone who's trying to express yourself about depression or anxiety or body image issues, and you get that.
Yeah.
Does that make you want to come back and post on the platform?
Certainly not.
And if you're seeing that, does that make you want to be open about those issues as well? No.
And that's why Systrom has made it his mission to make kindness itself the theme of Instagram through 2 new phases. First, eliminating toxic comments, a feature that launched this summer. And then second, elevating nice comments, which will roll out later this year.
Our unique situation in the world is that we have this giant community that wants to express themselves. Can we have an environment where they feel comfortable to do that?
But is trying to affect our feelings going too far? Facebook took some heat in 2014 for revealing that they experimented with artificial intelligence, changing their users' newsfeed to see if adding positive or negative posts impacted their emotions. Facebook apologized, and the experiment was cut short.
Do you ever worry about having too much power? You are kind of writing a constitution for a world in which 700 million people live. And the rules you make have a profound effect over how they live their lives.
Do I worry about it? No. We can improve the lives of many young people around the world that live on social media.
Apps like Facebook and YouTube do allow users to turn comments off. But what Instagram's new feature does is block offensive comments from showing up on your post in the first place. They do this through a process called machine learning, where humans teach computers how to distinguish whether comments are offensive, positive, or, say, a vulgar song lyric.
So these are our teams.
James Mitchell is Instagram's Director of Community Operations.
This is where we do all the labeling work that goes into teaching the machine learning.
So these are the people reading thousands and thousands of comments and deciding if they're good or bad.
That's right.
And what the humans do is fed back into the machines.
Yes.
Amazing. Are you at all worried that you're going to turn Instagram into the equivalent of an East Coast liberal arts college, where people are
I
afraid
think
to say
those of
things?
us who grew up on the East Coast might take offense to that. I'm not sure what you mean exactly.
I mean a place where there are trigger warnings everywhere, where people feel like they can't have certain opinions, as though everything in the world is rosy, and that bad stuff, we're just going to sweep it under the rug.
Yeah, that would be bad. That's not something we want. So I think in the range of bad, we're talking about like the lower 5%, like the really, really bad stuff. And I don't think anyone would argue that that makes Instagram a rosy place. It just doesn't make it a hateful place.
Why not knock out the next bottom 5, and after that, the bottom 5 after that?
Well, I mean, at a certain point, you know the range of things people can say, and you feel like you've solved the problem.
And Systrom thinks the problem is that hateful comments discourage expression. But what about free speech?
The problem with free speech for these companies is it makes them less commercial spaces. Of course, they're going to start limiting, what can be said.
Douglas Rushkoff is a writer and public speaker. He has emerged as a harsh critic of the power of social media companies.
The business plan of Instagram is really to map the influences and social connections between people and then monetize that as data.
So one of the things that Systrom told me, we want the rest of the internet to become kinder and saner. Do you think that will happen?
You can use algorithms to make the internet look kinder, but just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
If you need proof, just check out the comments section for some of social media's biggest influencers.
That one's cool.
With 3.5 million followers on Instagram, Iskra Lawrence is a bona fide social media star.
Your body is strong.
Sometimes, her most popular posts get the most cruel comments, calling her obese, fat, or a pig. So can Instagram's new feature help? We went to Instagram's New York offices to meet with Julian Gutman, the product manager responsible for the algorithm used in the new feature. To get a real-time demo, we invited Iskra to help test it out. I typed in nasty comments that other people had previously put on her posts.
All right. You look fat and disgusting. I am going to throw up. That's not very nice, is it?
It's not very nice, no.
Let's see. Post.
Oh.
All right, so let's see if that showed up in your comments. It did make it. Julian, why did that get through?
We're just in the beginning of this road, and there are a lot of categories that we're building for, and so this is likely one of those categories that is still not ready.
All right, so now I'm going in my real account. I'm going to try something mean, which I do not believe whatsoever, because this is fantastic, but I'm going to write, you look like a slut. Post.
Okay.
And let's see whether this appears.
Let me refresh. Wow. Nope.
Nope, it's gone.
Yay!
Good work, you were able to stop the word slut.
While the new feature could be useful for public figures like Iskra, some of the most vulnerable targets of online bullying are young people who aren't social media stars.
So there was a study that came out in April or May from the Royal Society of Public Health, and it said that Instagram is the worst platform for creating depression in teens.
While I take issues with that particular study, let's imagine that people do in fact have bad experiences on Instagram, which we totally understand and absolutely does happen. We want to minimize the number of bad experiences that people have.
What if this fails? What if actually people kind of get turned off by Instagram? They say, Instagram's becoming like Disneyland, I don't want to be there, and they share less.
I've had numerous product ideas at Instagram that were total failures, and that's okay. Maybe trying sends a signal to other companies that this is a priority and starts a national and international conversation. I think that will be success.